So we see a completely different side of Johnny this time.
Yes.
Is this how you always saw him, though, like as a sympathetic?
Well, I mean, the heart of Johnny is the same. I'm happy that we're seeing his point of view and where he came from. But I would never have imagined how. I never would have thought he was in an apartment drinking beer, watching Iron Eagle, driving a Firebird, and those things are tasty and great. I mean, I would imagine Johnny would have been with his old friends and have a successful life. I mean, they just took his legs out and set him back, and he's still trying to make it work. Like in the original movie, his one line at the front is, "I have 1 year to make it work, and that's what I'm going to do is make it work." And he tried to, and he's now 35 years later, and that's still the theme of his life. He's still trying to make it work with the limited tools that he has as a person, and that was informed by his sensei and his life, his influences around him growing up and all.
What can you tell us about the sensei now he's back?
I can't tell you too much, but you can imagine. There was in episode 9 where we're talking about how Kreese was more than a sensei to me. He was basically a father, which is true. So the dynamics are, here's Sensei Kreese, who basically taught Johnny everything he knows, and knows how to push his buttons and access them, and maybe flip some switches on inside of Johnny that only the person that built you could do. But it's a good relationship. It's a tough relationship. These are two bullheaded guys that are tough, and but there's love in between that, but it's a dysfunctional kind of love, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah.
I was gonna say, so I think the fact that you just mentioned that Kreese was basically a father figure to him. Do you think that's why he really didn't change the teachings that much when he was teaching Miguel?
Oh, he didn't know anything else to teach. He thinks he's doing it right, though. That's the thing. Johnny's doing. He knows that. Listen, I said to the guys when they pitched us, I said, Cobra Kai is Pandora's box for Johnny. This is the snake that bit him. Why is he going back to that? He's avoided for all these years. Well, because it's all he knows. It's what he was good at. It was what he's successful at. And he's gonna say, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna apply it different. So, the first time I walk around Miguel and say, fear does not exist in this dojo. Mercy is fear. What is it? Mercy is on the streets. I forgot the line.
Yeah.
Here on the streets, whatever. When that came out of my mouth, I was trying to find peace with those words, because here I am saying exactly what was said to me. But Johnny does. He has a good heart at the core, and he's just applying it. And he's making some changes, and he wants to make some changes.
There's a quote that I know where it's like, you can't be a revolutionary if you keep doing the same thing. And I feel like that's what Johnny's trying to do. He's trying to revolutionize Cobra Kai, make it better, but he's doing the same thing.
Yeah. But yeah, he is doing the same thing, and he's realized, as you say at the end of the tournament scene, when his kids are all of a sudden attacking weaknesses and fighting a little dirty, hold on a minute, this isn't what I intended, although this is what was taught to me. So he's evolving. At the end there he is. He's got his first place trophy, but there's no joy in it. There's no victory in it. And also he sees his son. And the thing that's great is Johnny's heart isn't about hating Daniel LaRusso or anything. It's about this kid that he wants his own son back. And his own son is like him and doesn't want anything to do with him. So now he's got his own new son, which is Miguel. And that relationship. So it's very complex. It's very cool.
And how are fans responding to the change, the evolution of Johnny? Like how they see them? People who love Johnny always love Johnny, and now he's different. So are they liking that?
Yeah, I think people are saying, there's a lot of people that watch the video of Daniel LaRusso as a real bully, and but people are identifying with Johnny. I get a lot of guys that are young men that are going through similar situations. Or I'm at home watching the show, and I'm drinking a beer, and I'm going through my own problems, and it's inspiring, and it's waking me up. So in a way, this character is very relatable to people, and that's great. As an actor, it's a really super exciting thing, because the feedback it's either you love Johnny or you hated Johnny before. It's like, oh, I love Johnny, because they want to be bad, or I hate him, you're the biggest dick in the world, and but now to have a humanity about him that people are relating to It's awesome.
It's exciting for the audience too, because now we don't really know who to root for because there's complexity there.
Me too. I don't know who to root for either.
I'm curious what kind of rigorous actually training you recently do, because eventually I'm pretty sure it's gonna match up with Daniel again. So I got the feeling that you guys are. I mean, you might know probably, but Daniel might have to actually pump up the training. But I'm curious what you guys been doing, like keeping shape.
Training wise, we both have a trainer. He had a trainer in New York. I had a trainer in LA. I've kept up with it on and off over the years, so I'm a little bit, my kicks are, a little bit higher maybe or whatever, but he's being trained and he's looking awesome. And yeah, we have guys on us, stretching us and bending us and making us sore. And we did one scene last season when they light the Firebird on fire. Remember that scene? And I had to fight those two big bikers. And it was, I think it was like 2 a.m. when we filmed that. It was 40 degrees outside. And that scene came together so fast, I didn't learn that fight until a half hour before that fight happened. And it was brutally cold. And before that, I threw a kick and got a knot in my hamstring. And I had a karate stunt double on set, and I said, just keep him. I don't know if my leg's gonna hold out because I really injured my leg. So he was there, but fortunately I was able to do it all. But it's a lot more intense, and you're a little age on those legs. You gotta stretch them and burn them out. And we have good trainers, and we'll do it as long as we can. Yeah.
All right.